Hello, welcome to the Emerson Times. I'm Quinn.
And I'm Olivia.
Today we will be answering the question,
What are teachers' biggest pet peeves?
We want our teachers to want to come to work every day.
Let's see what we can do to make that happen.
Enjoy! Hello,
Good morning.
what's your name?
My name is Mr. Schalke, and I am the 7th grade Bulldog social studies teacher.
What is the most annoying or repeated question a student can ask?
That's a good question, and I have a little presentation ready to share with you. We're going to do the top 5. Number 5, what are we doing in class today? That's always kind of annoying because we have that written up on the board. So that's number 5. Number 4, what page did you say? After we repeat it, maybe like about 7 or 8 or 9 or 12 times, somebody inevitably asks, what page did you say? So that's pretty annoying. Number 3, is this for a grade? Everything's considered for a grade, so maybe just do all the work. Number 2, can we work with a partner? Groups of 3? Yep. And the most annoying and most often asked question in, I think, everybody's book is, can I go to the bathroom? We're pretty sure like 99% of the time you're really not going to the bathroom, but it's annoying nonetheless to have your classroom interrupted all the time.
Well, that was a very good presentation.
Thank you.
What is the most annoying thing in terms of other teachers' behavior?
I think that sometimes it's not necessarily annoying. I kind of wish that teachers would give themselves more credit sometimes for what they're doing, where they're doing a lot and they feel like they're not. So,
What is the most annoying or repeated thing that in terms of students' behavior or actions, not necessarily questions, but
yeah, I know what you mean. I would have to say when I could see a student who can do much, much better than they actually do, when you know that they're much more capable of doing things and they're just not living up to their expectations. That's always annoying.
And what is your biggest pet peeve as a teacher?
I think my biggest pet peeve is when it's getting increasingly more difficult for students to understand that you have to read. And I mean, you know from class that I'm always saying you have to read, you have to read. It's very frustrating because that's an important part of life. You have to learn how to read, you have to know how to read, and you can't just skip out of it. It's always going to be with you.
And what can students do to make your classes easier to teach? And
I think they could read. I think that would be a big thing. I really enjoy, and you know this too, I don't want to just talk during my class. I want to have a conversation. I want to hear what other people have to say about things. And they're not necessarily able to say things if they don't know the topic. So if people read and if they participate, I think that's going to make for a much more interesting class.
all right, thank you, Mr. Schalke. Hello,
Hello,
what's your name?
I'm Mrs. Fong.
And what is the most annoying or repeated question a student asks?
I don't know if there's a specific one that's really annoying, but when a student asks a question that I've already answered and they keep asking the same question that I've already answered, it's very frustrating because it feels like they're not taking my answer or they're not listening.
And what annoys you the most in terms of students, not questions they ask, but their behavior or their actions?
I get really frustrated when a student is clearly lying to me because why would you lie? I feel like I'm a really nice teacher and there's no reason to lie to me.
You are a really nice teacher.
Hi.
Okay.
All right, so what is the most annoying thing a student can say?
I think one of my biggest pet peeves is like when kids walk in right from passing period and they're like, "Oh, can I get a drink? Go to the bathroom, go to my locker." I'm like, "That's what passing period is for."
What annoys you the most in terms of students' behaviors and actions?
I mean, I guess another thing that annoys me are the Chromebooks. I get it. Like I think they are kind of addicting for kids. But it is frustrating like every day to just be saying, "Close your Chromebook, get off your Chromebook."
All right, what annoys you the most in terms of other teachers' behavior?
I honestly really like the teachers that I work with. I mean, maybe like some teachers let kids chew gum, and I think then that sends a bit of like a mixed message. So maybe something like that
What is your biggest pet peeve?
in life.
Yeah, or like in the classroom?
Honestly, I think the Chromebooks, they bug me the most when kids are on them when they don't need to be.
What can students do to make your classes easier to teach?
I mean, I really love the positive attitude of like your guys' group. I think that makes teaching just so much more fun. We can do more fun hands-on activities when kids have good attitudes about it. So I think that's the best part that makes my job easier.
Yeah, thank you.
Hello.
Hi.
What's your name?
My name is Miss Cabe, and I am the science teacher for the Bulldog team.
What is the most like annoying or repeated thing a student can say or like a question they ask?
Is this homework? And when is this due? Those two.
I can understand that. What annoys you the most in terms of not like what students say, but like their behavior or actions or things they.
Calling out and then not monitoring their volume.
Mm-hmm.
And also getting out of their seats because I think, a very controlling person, so I don't like chaos.
What annoys you the most in terms of like other teachers' behavior?
If they are not considerate of shared workspaces, um, or if they're not good with communication.
And then what do you look for like when you're working with other teachers? What qualities do you like look for?
Well, communication is very important when you're working with a team. And I also think it's important as well to be a team player. So you're not just trying to do everything on your own. The Bulldog team, we meet weekly or we meet daily. So it's really important that we're all on the same page.
And then what is your biggest pet peeve as a teacher and then just like in general?
Biggest pet peeve as a teacher? I what is my biggest pet peeve as a teacher? It's cleaning up after labs. I really hate staying after school to clean up after labs. And then I also hate it when it takes kids a long time to make up an assignment.
And then what can like the Bulldog students or just students in general make classes easier for you to teach?
Well, obviously no calling out. That would be great to get through a lesson. But then also I think it's really important for everyone here at Emerson to be more organized and to know all of the resources that are available. So if that's your group's website or maybe the agendas that all your teachers update daily, I think that should be one of the first things students look at before they even ask a question to their teachers.
Well, thank you for your time.
No problem.
Wait, I'm gonna have to go.
Go.
Can we work as a partner?